the horror image, cannibals or animals that eat their own young, have frightened you, then I believe the following secret about the baboon will shock you more. Do you believe that the baboon is actually a carnivore itself? This is one of the cruel and fierce truths of the animal kingdom. But why do they do crazy things? The answer will be revealed in today's video, so follow along. Unbelievable, the baboon is doing this, eating its own flesh. Before learning the truth, let us explore the special animal. As maybe, do you know the interesting thing about this interesting animal? Baboons are animals of the order primates, as they have evolved into 5 different species, ranging from the African savanna into the Middle East. They are one of the largest monkeys in the world. Males can weigh up to 37 kilograms and stand 100 centimeters tall, not including the tail, as baboons vary in size and weight depending on the species. Notably, the baboon is considered as a dangerous species due to its sharp teeth, sharper claws than tigers, and intelligence and high sociality. Imagine living in the same group of people for your entire life, and not just staying connected on the same group through letters or phone calls, or even sharing a house with someone for a whole adult life, but literally being within 100 meters of the same set of people from time you were born until the time you die. For humans, of course, this is unimaginable. However, baboons live their entire lives in a close and continuous proximity not only to friends and family, but also to opponents. For a male, who may live in several different groups over the course of his life, the situation is not so acute. But for females, relationships with other females truly persist until death do us part. And so it is not surprising that females take rather great care in choosing and maintaining friendships. Baboons are very social creatures, and baboons' groups are called armies, and an army can contain tens of hundreds of members. Even their largest army had 300 members. As they groom, sleep, and protect each other, the young baboon in the army will also play together, as the games include wrestling, rope swings, and chases. A dominant male usually runs the army. Males are usually ranked dominant by the age and size, while females are usually ranked by birth order. The baboon society is a matriarchal form, and with mother and daughter and grandmother staying together for life, a mother's social status is often passed on to her daughter. Younger females stay with their army for life, as young males often move to another army, where they make their way by winning the favor of the older females and the males by submissive grooming and friendship behaviors, or, in some species, actively fighting for rank. Although they can live in a variety of environments, such as the tropical rainforest and the larger canopy forests, they are distributed in the semi-deserted areas, dry savannas, or the scrub forest. So most of the day for baboons, it is eating, sleeping, and moving on the ground. When a hungry baboon can eat anything to fill their stomachs. However, usually they only eat plants and smaller animals, such as birds or frogs. But if attacked, baboons can defend themselves with sharp teeth, sharp claws, and intelligence and sociability that is very high. And due to their rich diet, they can colonize areas with few resources, or even harsher conditions, as the ability to survive is very high, surpassing many other species. However, in the process of survival, injury in baboons is inevitable, but what caused them to get hurt? All of Africa's deadliest predators live in the same natural habitat as baboons, and indeed they will hunt, kill, and eat the baboons whenever or wherever there is a body. Therefore, baboons are still very vulnerable to predators, face a lot of potential dangers around them, even they will have to fight for their life. The leopard is the baboon's main predator, and in some cases, it will often even target the baboons. Although it usually prefers a medium-sized antelope, such as the impala, as a pet. During the day, baboons are most active, and if they encounter a leopard, it usually ends with the leopard being surrounded or chased away by the largest males in the herd, as they are usually not afraid to confront with a bigger cat. Therefore, leopards often avoid baboons or even leave them alone during the day. And at this time, the hunting of leopards is very dangerous and difficult. However, in a one-on-one battle with leopards, an adult baboon can survive, but the chance of it being seriously injured is very high. The lion is another big cat that also hunts baboons, but not as much as leopards, as the baboons are not the preferred prey of lions, as the giant cats prefer the large, ungulate mammals of the savanna and the plains as their prey, the buffalo, zebra and wildebeest. But wherever their preferred prey is scarce, baboons are sure to be on the big cat's menu, and lions will make extra efforts to hunt them. Lions are Africa's largest carnivores by size, as they hunt in groups, known as a pride pack, and are apex predators, and as such baboons tend to be afraid of lions, much more than the leopards, as most baboons will run away rather than defend themselves against the lion's attack, because the baboon instinctively knows that this cat is too big and too dangerous to deal with. Only a few extremely brave and reckless baboons dare to even try, and if they are lucky enough to survive, the typical baboon will surely have to carry his wounds all the way back home. Baboons must drink water at least once or twice a day, so they must regularly make very dangerous and risky trips to the banks of rivers, lakes, and waterholes to collect some water, providing the ideal opportunity for crocodiles. While the baboons drank, the crocodiles swam quietly near to the shore, completely submerged and out of sight, until they got close enough to leap out of the water using their huge powerful jaws and their grip to the baboon, as the fierce bite of the crocodile can cause a baboon to break an arm or a leg. And if a baboon is lucky, it can escape the crocodile's jaws and return to the pack. In addition to the above predators, baboons also have to fight with dangerous people, such as hyenas, wild dogs, chimpanzees, or even the African rock python. And in fierce and fiery battles, the chances of the baboons getting injured are very high. In each swarm, the ruler has the most power. Therefore, the fact that animals fight to compete for dominance is not too strange, and the baboon is no exception. As an adult, the male baboon must search for its colony, as the other will fight with the old and the weak dominant males to usurp the throne for dominance. Besides, baboon monkeys are also known to be the top cheaters. If the female baboon's sneaky extramarital affairs are discovered by the first male, then a fight is inevitable. When the wounds of baboons are not treated, then what happens? As observed, this baboon has lost a large piece of meat on its leg. This serious wound will surely cause extreme pain to it, However, what is the baboon monkey doing? As I really couldn't believe my eyes when I saw these creepy images. It was digging through the wound to find something to put in its mouth to enjoy. This action of the baboon will make its mood even worse. It doesn't know this problem, and why would it take so much pain to do this crazy thing? It has been suggested that the baboon is acting this way because it's relieving its own pain, but there are no studies to prove that baboons actually relieve pain in this brutal way. As we assume that the baboon eats itself because it wants to eat the parasites on the wound. And if you look closely, this wound appears to have shown signs of necrosis, and that the parasites and insects love that. As we all know that the baboon is a sucker for lice, fleas, and other parasites on its own, or in its friends' babies. This seems to be their instinct because baboons get their nutrition from these creepy brawlies, and to find their own bodies. This body is probably too hungry to eat parasites on its own body, but unfortunately, these animals appeared in a larger wound. Because of that, it tried to capture these creatures, even tore its skin, just to have a meal. As this is our opinion, so what do you think? Leave a comment in the chat box below to let us know. If the baboon continues to act foolishly, can you guess what the end of this tragic story will be? The baboon can be injured by predators, and it is also quite capable of being killed by them. In this week's situation, the baboon became even more lucrative prey for the violent carnivores. As another possible prediction is that it will die from an infection, or be exhausted by the horror itself, as this is worse than being a prey to be eaten. If it was luckier, it would have just been disabled. Survival in the wild is never easy, as the animals have to fight for life every single second and every minute. And so the baboons. From getting them injured to getting their own flesh proves how harsh nature can be. How do you see the baboon? Leave a comment in the chat box below to let us know. As the animal kingdom still has many other interesting things waiting for us to discover. So don't forget to follow the next special and interesting videos. As today's video comes to an end, thank you all so much for watching our video, and if you love the animal world, don't forget to press the like button, share and subscribe to the video to support us.